who is here, smash the like button. Everyone want to see what I am doing, looking at the screen, checking out what's going on. Please make sure you follow and do that. Make sure you comment. It really helps with the algorithm. It's the only really way that to grow the channels and everyone else can see what's going on. And it's very important to get this thing moving to the next level. Right. Where are we? What is going on? What is happening with everything? Are we going down? Are we going up? Are we going left? Are we going right? Possibly right. Who knows? No, the bottom two. If you look at the bottom two, that's where it's going to be at. 1 second, I need to sort out the chat very quickly. It's done a boo boo for some reason. It was like, no chat for you. All right, let me try and sort this out. 1 second. I'm learning. I'm becoming greater, becoming stronger, I'm becoming more powerful. They call it the $1 million man. All right, cool. Right, look. So Bitcoin at this present moment is in a very interesting situation. Yeah, we're getting a bit of a pullback. You know, people are worrying. Everyone's like, oh, is it over? What's happening? This and the other. But I'm going to explain to you what my thesis is, what I'm talking about. Make sure everyone understands that this is just my opinion. I'm doing this for a show that everyone wants to understand what's going on that side. Now that is done. Right now, I want everyone to understand that on the weekly, Bitcoin has done its highest ever close in history. Highest ever close in history. Unsurmounted by anything else. We're currently right now seeing a bit of a pullback, but I'm going to explain to you why that pullback is potentially not a bad thing. I want everyone to really understand that fact that it's not potentially a bad thing. And this pullback here is only related to what Mr. Donald Trump is talking about, and the fact that the tariffs may be coming. He's delayed there a little bit, but they're still coming in there, and the market is worried on that side. But I want everyone to really understand this fact. I don't see that thing lasting for long. Remember, after every single time he has stated something that it's going to go into fruition, he's pulled it back and the markets have rallied. I want to also explain to everyone, there are some key things I want everyone to really, really understand and get to right now. Bitcoin at this present moment is at a key pace, right? I've talked about this local trend line, the divergence on the RSI many times before. That divergence has tapped. It's doing what I have been telling you all about. I've told everyone about what I theorize is going on. It's just a theory. Again, please everyone understand this is just a theory and all that kind of jazz. Anyway, so where was I saying? Right. Is that it? Why is that being stupid? Are you seriously? 1 second. I need to do something. So dumb. Anyway, whatever. Put that there. I apologize. I need to do something very quickly. Need to do something very quickly. It's just typical. Anyway, look, let me just sort this out. 1 second. Bear with me, guys. 2 seconds, and I'll be with you. I just need to do something right now. I just realized something's just happened. All the slides I was going to give you guys right now have literally just went, nope, no, not right now. Let me just do that one. Let's check this again. God, the weekend, I'm telling you. Let's try this. This is the second one. All right, okay, the second one. All right, we're almost there. Right, okay, let's do that. Right, okay, cool. What was he talking about? Yeah, so I've talked about many times before. This pullback from that tap is going to come in to this rising RSI. The moment it taps, it's going to have a slingshot, in my humble opinion, and have this thing finally break through into this area here, where we will see the full party zone. This thing can move up. Look, we still have all of this type of understanding will all have a level of risk to it. All of this thing has got a level of risk, and we need to understand that we're playing the percentage and the levels here as we're talking about. That movement back into there, which works roughly in line with this, right? And if we look at key areas where this thing could potentially tap, if you look at the liquidation levels, we're seeing most, if this thing comes down, it could potentially come down to the 107.6, maybe at absolute like real wick dip. Does that sound wrong? Wick dip? Anyway, I'm gonna go with it. Wick dip, right? I'm going with the wick dip. Should I keep wick dip? Why are so many people watching a TikTok when you can see the strange does not want to actually see the chest? I don't know. It'll come. It'll happen. If anyone wants to see what I'm looking at, look at these two here. What was I talking about? Yeah, so maybe it could come down to potentially maybe the 107. I doubt it, because all of the liquidity is up here. Look at the amount of liquidity up here, and the next level I think where it will really try and push to is above the 11,000. Right? It's going to try and get that level again. Look, I need to explain everything to everyone here, so people really understand how this works, right? Really to get to the key level. Hey man, how you doing? Everyone, make sure you can check it here. Follow my alt channel. Follow my alt channel. All right, and then we can we can go from there, because this is in a private channel that we're going on this thing now. Cool. Thank you very much. There's still the hacker that will probably try and ban this live. I'm not surprised if it happens. What was I talking about? Yeah, so 111 is above the level I'm talking about. It needs to break, and I want everyone to really understand this, right? And I'm going to come to this. It needs to. Why are you being an? It needs to break this upper level, the 110,000 level. If we look at it, right, it has tapped it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. 6 times it has tried to break this level. And if it is doing this over and over and over again, there will be a moment where it will break this. And I have a theory. If you want to check out my other videos that I've done, the long form videos, make sure you check those. It's extremely important. I give much greater in-depth details there. Really watch those things. It's really important. The alpha I give there is like nothing else. I hear a 10x Zoom call from downstairs. Do you guys hear? It's my wife has her friends around. It's a makeup party. I don't know. Whatever. So if you hear all the stuff happening downstairs, that's what's happening. All right, bear with me. There's a lot of party time going on. Anyway, whatever. That's the situation. What was I talking about? TikTok is always gets my. Do you think after the acts are in place, it will pump instantly, or institutions which have already will always start to evaluate and think about putting money into Bitcoin? I think I'm going to come to that. St. Akos, that's a great question. I'm going to come to that in a second, right? Everyone's partying except you, except alt bags. It might be soon. It might be soon. We have tapped it so many times. You said, yeah, it's tapped it so many times, and usually in this type of market structure, right? When this happens, when this type of movement happens, eventually it will break it. And the more it tries to break it and fails, the time that it does break will be, in my humble opinion, I don't know what I'm talking about. I have a star pen that says everything, right? It will be ginormous. I want everyone to really understand that, because this break and hold of this level is a confirmation of wave 3 in Wyckoff. That will be enormous. The move will be violent. I'm telling you. And what's also really important to understand, right, is that times when those movements happen is at times where we get lowering volume. I've already drawn this, right? Ooh, double. Lowering volume, ultra low exchange volume. These are the moments right now. These are the moments the moments where this thing, when it does, can go crazy, and then massive FOMO comes in. A God candle could very well be. It could very well be. Look, I want everyone to understand something, right? I want everyone to remember this. Remember. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Sixth time. What did it do? What did it do? Right? So just go in. What chart is this? If you go and you can. Anyway. That's the situation we're in. Look, Donald Trump has put a boo boo in it, but that boo boo is going to change. Elon Musk has put a boo boo in it. He's going to put some sort of like whatever, another third party. All noise. All of this is noise. Don't listen to the noise. Noise is just noise, right? We're looking at complete market structure right now. This thing is still holding. We dip back and we buy. We dip back and we buy. This is still chopping at key levels right now. I'm saying we could still see a bit of a pullback towards 107, right? We could go a bit further down. Maybe tap the bottom of this. Maybe go to the 106, 500. Maybe. But the movement here is going to be crazy if we can break that 110. And I'm going to give a reason why we may be able to break that 110. Another thing I need everyone to understand, right? Because there's a lot of indicators right now that are pointing towards this breakout. As I said, slingshot. Slingshot is one. More importantly, the cipher B that's here, by the way, if anyone wants this, contact me and stuff. The cipher B, we have seen a trend line, a bearish move, now going into a increase in liquidity and a tap of a green dot at that resistance line. This usually means an increase up, a movement up. That is a good sign for this and gives a confidence to this moving up. Now, one thing I will say, we still haven't closed an all-time high on the daily, right? The daily is still not got there yet, but I think we're close. I think we're very, very, very close. Honestly, I think we're very close to that point. Maybe it could potentially touch its 21-day EMA and then bounce from there quite aggressively. This is what I'm thinking. Don't listen to me. I don't know what I'm talking about. Just understand that what I am saying is true nonsense sometimes, right? That's the situation of where we are. If we look at the Gaussian channel, I said, look, if it can hold, if it comes back and closes the day above the 100, let's say 100 and, well, basically above where it is, above the 108, right? If it can close above the 108, 107, 9, 108. If it can close around there, that is a confirmation, and usually that tap from there will send this thing to an astronomical level. Another key thing I want everyone to understand as well, right, is if we look at the SPX right now, we see what it is doing. This thing is coiling up to do some silly things. We have done. I just want everyone to understand. We have done. Not even that. I'm just messing around there. We have done a recovery of 29% in the S&P 500. It is stupid, the move that we've had in the S&P. 29% move, and the pullback that we've had is 0.79%, right? This thing wants to go. This thing wants to go. This thing wants to break through this. A breakthrough that will be spectacular. We could still see a test, a retest and confirmation of this level, which kind of works because the 21-day EMA is coming there as well. That, if that happens and it confirms and we start seeing that, man, all right, I would literally, this would be, you'd see me dancing on stream, right? I mean, you know that dog, that meme where he goes, when you're going into the fridge, and then your dog thinks he's getting a treat and starts doing that dance. That would be me. I'll be doing that. That's what I'll be doing. What is it? You told about bipartisan stuff. Everything's bipartisan. Summertime is usually quiet, isn't it? Yes. I'm gonna get to it. You guys are front running this. You guys know more than me. It's amazing that you guys are learning. But you know how you know them better is if you smash the like button and do a comment and stuff. Do that stuff, right? Just do that stuff, all right? You dance with the ice cream man. No. Ice cream man is anonymous. The ice cream man is here, right, just to provide happiness in all forms, right? Whether it be ice cream or not. One other thing I want to show everyone, right? And I need everyone to understand this. This is the year with Trump on. Yeah. Another thing I wanted to show everyone, right? This is really important, and this should give you some confidence, right? You guys can check out Bochart. Bochart is an amazing X, right? I got this from there. Since the beginning of 2025, it has broken all histories. The amount of retail buys into the S&P 500 is wild. It's wild. It's broken all records. And in an economic environment, everyone's saying everything's bad, right? Just wait and see when there is a rate cut and see what happens. Just wait. Everyone's waiting for it. Just wait, right? And there's a few things that are going to be coming. I'm going to explain that to you guys in a second as well. That's one. It has massive amounts. What's your top 5 at the moment? I'll come to that as well. Let me go through this and I'll explain everything. There is massive liquidity going into the economy, and there's going to be more. There's going to be more. I got a pink life like heart today. I don't know what that means. What happened to Trump tanking the economy? He tried. I mean, did you? I'm sorry. Just so you guys can understand. All right. I have to answer that question. What happened to Trump tanking the economy? Did you just say what happened to did someone just say to me what happened to Sorry. A 22% move in the S&P 500 is truly historic, right? This is historic on a level that no one has seen in recent years. Just so everyone can understand that. That's pretty historic, my man, right? And the only reason why I did that is because he was like, yeah, brother, I was wrong. So I'm going to put a pause on the thing that did this. All right. Okay, I'm better. I just had to, to lay down the law. I didn't want to, but I had to lay down the law. The law has been laid. Right. Now, where were we? Where were we? Now, where was I talking about? All right. Okay. Yeah. Another thing. This is really important. It has never, and this is why I'm thinking that this thing's going to move in this way. It has never in the history of the S&P 500, right? Apart from a few, apart from like small little things, closed negative. In fact, it's closed highly positive. It's closed. The reason why this is the case, it usually closes positive, is because these months afterwards, up until October, September, August, September, October, these months here are usually holiday periods, right? Between the mid of this, it's usually this ends high, and then in August it starts to dip down. And in September, people come back from the holidays and then reevaluate their portfolios. July has most of that on average closed very high, right? So I'm assuming with what I'm going to be talking about, I've done a video about it. Check out the video. It's a long form video, and follow my alt account. All right. I'm going to give a reason why I think this is going to be happening. Miss Stardust, welcome. Good evening. Welcome to you as well. Right. Now, where I think this is going to be happening. In fact, no, let me go through these charts and I'll explain to you where I think the liquidity is going to be happening. I need to edge a little bit more. It's all about the edging, what I'm saying, bruv. But believe me, it's going to be worth it, right? Now, if we look at the DXY, we're having a little bit of a bounce back. That bounce back there is wholeheartedly because of the worries of the tariff coming back into action, even though Donald Trump is delaying it a little bit. He did say it's going to come back in no matter what. Let's hope that there is a deal. Although when he says things like that, it sounds, so much like the art of the deal. You know what I mean? It's very art of the dealy. It's a bit sort of like, you know what I'm saying? It feels like it's from a book, but whatever. We'll see. It could potentially, like it's testing the bottom of this. It hasn't been able to do a local one here. 1 second. Show this, right? It's rejected off a minor resistance point, right? So I would expect this thing to potentially move back. We'll see. if things start to ramp up a little bit more and he starts to do something silly, again, this is a Trump market, right? I want everyone to understand there's a caveat of everything I'm saying that Donald Trump could potentially do a boo boo. He can potentially boo boo the hell out of this because he could be like, you know what, I'm gonna do and say something stupid, or if he does some sort of ramping up against Elon Musk, we're at the beck and call of this gentleman here. We need to see what's going on. Who knows what he's gonna do again? Caveat everything I'm saying with that. So right now this should continue down. Remember, I've drawn this for ages. This continuation down here is going to be very important. But what reacts off this point here, by the way, guys, can you press the like, please? Can someone press the heart? Come on, let's try and get this to like 30, 40,000. ETF inflows, institutional adoption, and retail FOMO are still building. Yeah, most definitely, right? What was I saying? Right, yeah, when it comes here, usually there is a bounce, right? So be careful. If we look at this multi-year trend line, it's virtually bounced off every time apart from this one that is built down. That could be the best case scenario if it does something on that level. To be honest, what would be like pure nirvana if it breaks that and it starts finding that as support? That's pure nirvana. Could potentially happen. I'll explain how that could happen. Edge a little bit more. It's all about the edging. Now, USDT dominance, right? This is looking good. This is looking very, very, very good, right? We've seen a test against the bottom of the trend line. It's rejected off that, and it's coming back down again, right? Right? It tried to break through, and it's coming back down. What we need, this is super duper important, right? What we need, and it's so important, right? This needs to be broken. Just look at what the ETF announcement did. Yeah, announcements do more than the actual ETF itself, right? We need to break the 4.69%. We break that party zone. We start getting into party zone. Things start popping off, right? This movement up works perfectly in line with what we said on Bitcoin. The slingshot with all the indicators, everything else moving in. The pullback on the SPX is dependent on what Donald Trump has said, but it looks like it's going to bounce. Yada 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 yada. Working that, right? If we look at the total market cap, still looks super strong, really really strong. It's above the the Gaussian channel, right? It's above the Gaussian channel. It's holding well. This looks like it's ramping up for a breakout. It's still within the trend line. Trend is your friend until it breaks. So this is the way it goes. Mr. Stella's here again. Just here to give you a lot of hearts from TikTok. Thank you so much. It means a lot. You guys are absolutely incredible. I love the fact that you guys are supporting on that. You mean a lot, right? So yeah, this looks like it's holding very strong. I'm pointing towards a but even look, pullbacks in my opinion are buying opportunities. I'm going to explain why, right? We look at Bitcoin dominance. Now, dare I say it? I don't know if I want to say it. Dare I say it? Should I say it? I don't know if I should say it. Should we be buying some altcoins? I don't know. Should we be buying some altcoins? Can we say that now? We have to say that. Can we say altcoins? I don't know. I mean, like, maybe altcoins. Anyway, look. So maybe I'll say it quietly in case they hear it. Right? I don't want like people to hear it. But altcoins, they're looking pretty good right now. Right? It looks like it might be a good potential area to maybe get some gains. Right? Maybe because the reason why I'm saying, oh god, I made me a bit weak saying that. All right. But I don't want to say it. I feel like God candle going into here in a second as soon as I say it, right? Maybe we might be getting into like altcoin, maybe territory, maybe, right? The reason why I'm saying that is because we've seen a weekly MACD cross, right? The last time that happened, the, the last time that happened, just so everyone understands, right, was the Trump rally in alts. But I'm being very quiet about it, right? Just don't tell anyone, including the alts or like Donald Trump. Because to me, because this move here, this move, what is like, what was it, 10%, 11%? Shh, shh, shh. This 11.5% that we got, right, did insane things for alts. Let's not forget that, right? There's just so if we're seeing an 11% do that, and we have a key level of support here, right? Key level of support. Even if it does a small move to the bottom of that support, that is a 7-8% move, which is a lot, right? Which is a lot. But if you want to get naughty, I feel like we should get a little bit naughty. Should we get a bit naughty? Do I feel like should I show you the real naughty number? Because there could be a real naughty number here, right? But if we get real naughty, like let's get naughty, right? If we say that and come back down to the real support level, if we get to here, that's a 17.8% move. An 11%, 17, 18% move. And if you want to get like put the children away, right? If you want to get to real put the children away thing, ooh, should I don't know. That's that's like a 40% drop, bruv. You know what I mean? Like a little 40% drop, bruv. 40% drop is a bit like doesn't feel right saying it. It feels weird, right? Watch this do this tomorrow. Watch it. Watch it. Watch it do this. Watch it do that tomorrow, right? Watch it just full on, like full on. Okay, just making sure. All right, there you go. Watch you do that. Watch you full blown do that tomorrow. All right, just so everyone can understand. But at this present moment, we're seeing what is 4 indicators of this thing is going to, like your pen. Do you like my pen? Which one? I have 2 spectacular pens. One star pen and one strangely bendy one. Star and bendy. Star bendy. No, okay, whatever. Right. So we're in a earnings. I'm on everything. I'm all 3. If you want to see what I'm doing again, you can check here. But yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna leave it there. I don't want to say it. Just there you go. Right. That's it. Now gold. Of course. I mean, the gold started to break down as I thought it would, but then Donald Trump threw a little DJ mix into the wooka 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 wooka. It did a bit of a wooka on the market, and started to it can go go the other way also. Yeah, it can do. That's why I was whispering America. That's why I was whispering, because it looks like it looks. Don't want to talk about it. All right. Uh. What was I saying? Yeah, gold. In my opinion, should be uh, it should be deviating down, right? It should have been. It really should have been deviating down, but Donald Trump, gold usually does these type of things when when there's uncertainty in the market, and we're getting a bit of uncertainty into the market again, right? That's not the best of all things to happen. One bit of worry, and I want everyone to really understand this. Okay, face orange biting nails. Yeah, all right, that's what I'm saying. Things look like, you know what I'm saying? It's a bit YMCA. You know what I mean? It's a bit YMCA. Young man. Anyway, right. Yeah. So this looks like it should be going down. This going down will bode well for all the markets. We'll see. This wick I don't particularly like. When a wick does something like this, it usually means further continuation up. We'll see what it does when it tests that trend line. We will see. Again, uncertainty, but uncertainty can change on a dime. It all depends on the orange man's tweets. Remember the other day when they went to the White House reporter and they were like, "So, what's the news?" And the guy's like, "I'm refreshing his I'm refreshing his tweets. There's nothing yet." This is what we've got to, right? That's what we've got to right now. But that's where it is. One area of worry where we're looking at a lot of stuff, right? Digital stream. It's recorded so you guys can check. One area of worry is this. This is an area of worry. And this area of worry here is wholeheartedly dependent on the big beautiful bill. The big beautiful bill right now is the news coming in on the 9th. I'm going to get to that. I'm going to get to a lot of questions. The big beautiful bill is not great because it increases the debt. Increasing the debt means that the yield is going up, and this is a problem. This is a problem, but I think this is going to be the problem that sets everything off, and I think that could be potentially the end of the year or the start of the next year when things really start to really appealing in problems. Because according to what I've heard, the debt looks like in the next 5 years is going to go up to 55 trillion, which is insane. It is insane. And the only thing I could see what they're trying to do, and I'm going to come to that, I'm going to come to the big theory. By the way, you should check the videos out. Right? It's crazy. The debt is absolutely insane, right? This is a problem. This is a problem, but this is a problem that's going to be a real pain down the line. Wouldn't see it right now, but this could be a real pain down the line. That's why a rate cut, if a rate cut happens, this will drop quite aggressively. I know it doesn't, it's not directly related, but the amount of debt they need to pay on the short term will reduce, and this will always benefit well for longer term rates. If we look at ETH Bitcoin, we're seeing a small uptick, right? We're seeing a small uptick, and we're seeing the MACD go up. This is a potentially good sign. We need this to start coming up to these areas here. This continuation up, it's a positive sign. It's a good sign. We're getting a bit of a formation appearing here. This could mean either way, but I like the way that things are angling up. I think this could come and potentially test or break back into this. We need ETH to run. ETH is really important. ETH is the alt market, and we want alts to start going really well on that side. In fact, let's look at ETH. What is ETH up to? What's ETH up to at the moment? While we're here, ETH. Yeah, ETH is looking good. ETH is looking good. Oh yeah, yeah. Look, ETH is looking good. We're getting to when these two connect again. I mean, it didn't come quite up to it, but this can have a bit of a play. When these two come up together and tap, that could potentially break through. ETH is looking extraordinarily strong right now. It's broken back into range. It's holding that range. It's above all the key moving averages. And look, we've seen which achieved a golden cross, right? What have I said about golden crosses several times over and over and over and over again? When there is a golden cross or any type of cross, it's attracted like a magnet. Let me try and draw a magnet. Wow. Plus. Do you see the magnet? Do you see the magnet? So you understand, magnets are my specialty in drawing. it pulls it down like a magnet. This cross here pulls this down, right? Now the reaction of that was a very strong reaction. I expect this thing to show some resilience. Again, dependent on what the orange man says. Really, really important. Good evening, sir. Good to see you again. Yes, I'm gonna test it out. The guy's probably still lurking. He'll probably still try and ban my live and my account. And I need you guys to come together and follow my other account just in case this goes away. It's what can I do? You know what I mean? TikTok's not doing anything about it. I just have to roll the dice. Now, what was I saying? Yeah, so it will rally into that. It's looking very strong. This is looking very, very strong at the moment. Don't get me wrong. I mean, like it is still. Look, this is forming, right? If you want to be kind of like, yeah, there we go. Something on that level is forming, right? This could usually break that. It could break down or break up. We'll see. I'm expecting a further move up. We'll see what happens. It all dependent on what the orange man is going to be doing. When is the orange man speaking? All the time. He has his little tweet nation aspect that's going on. What can we do? You know what I mean? Now let's get to the fun stuff. The fun stuff. Let's theorize. Evening, James. Do you think the Cheeto man has already primed the crypto boys to buy the US debt? US debt. I've helping you now. You helping me. Thank you. Could be. I don't think so. I'm gonna explain to you why I'm gonna. I don't think so. Now this is completely. Look, I want everyone to understand this. First things first. We have a key metric coming in next week. Super duper key metric, right? This is inflationary data. If this comes in below par or on par, if it comes in as expected or below expected, the chance of a rate cut will explode, will go up exponentially because there is no need. There is no reason, none whatsoever, for him not to cut then. Everything looks within balance. Everything looks within understanding. Everything that I've stated, and also the little alphabets I've stated in the background, right? The little things that I've stated in the background, where, you know, he said he's going to look in June, July to see the effects of the tariff. If there's no effects, he's looking to cut. All these things are going to be coming together to bring rate cuts. That rate cut will smash down this. It's not really correlated, but it will. The reason why it's correlated is because they'll be saving about $1 billion in debt payments. That's huge. That gives liquidity into the market. Secondly, it's really like, you guys need to like watch my videos, my longer form. I put a lot of effort into them. The most important crypto week is coming from the 14th to the 18th of July, which strangely also comes in line, right? Hasn't sent gifts for a while. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Just press the like, get it to 50,000. I'll be happy when we get there. The biggest crypto week is coming in everyone's lives right now. At the same time, I'm telling everyone that there's the key inflationary data is coming in. A lot of stuff is coming in. I've done a video about this. I've done a deep dive on all this. You guys need to really understand how bonkers this is. I want people to really understand how bonkers all of these facts are. Did any of you guys watch that video out of curiosity? Thank you so much. I'm back, but you know, the guy can attack me at any point and take my life down. So be prepared for that. And if you want to, if you're not, just check out any of these ones. The bottom two are the ones that I'm actually, you know, they can see what I'm doing. Did anyone guys watch this video about it? Evening. Do you think they'll announce ETFs that week? Yes, I watched the one on the YouTube. Thank you so much, Peachy. At least one of you guys watched, right? watch all 3D videos about that. No. They should be on the anyway. It's the long form video, but I'll get into this and I'll explain to you why. What would be your favorite coins to accumulate in the bear market? I'll explain. For one, Sui for sure. Very interesting, great analysis. Yeah, thank you so much. Yes, the triple whammy of this, combined with a rate cut, is like rocket fuel. Like real rocket fuel for this market. You're going to get. I mean, look, the Clarity Act. Just so I'll go through a few of these. So for people who are just like, no, I will not go and watch it anywhere else. Nowhere else. It's either here. I get my information from your live and your live only. I don't care about anything else. I don't care about you. I will never press the like button. This is my life, right? For those people, right? Which looks like a lot of you guys, apart from Peachy and Acos. Love you guys. Awesome. Thanks for support. Smash the like button and check it out and stuff, right? Smash the like button. Anyway, sorry. Anyway, so the Clarity Act basically, and I'll explain it I'll explain it in the simplest format. It moves the regulatory body, right, away from the SEC into another body, right? And that body it's really important because the SEC sees all forms of cryptocurrency as a my brain is gone. It's a bit hard to understand how big is the chances it will go the right way. Is Trump speaking today? What do you mean? I mean, like the acts. I think they're gonna go through. Right. So the SEC sees all of crypto as a security, and securities have this level of legislation that institutions will not touch. They will not touch it. Because to slip up as a security, right? Are the likes on X account as well? No. It has to be on the tube. A security is one of the most problematic assets out there because it is so stringent. It means that institutional money will not touch it. Anything that is seen as a security, they will not touch it. There's too much regulatory capture. There's the amount of law cases and companies that are wrapped up because of the Securities Act is just it doesn't make it worth their while, right? But being moved over away from that, right, and being classed as an asset, being classed as a tradable asset away from what a security is what the Clarity Act is going to be stating. It's basically saying that it will become an asset that you can trade, like a stock, right? Like a commoditized asset. And what's really important, right, is that there is a grandfather act in it. And if you own Ethereum and Bitcoin, this act is enormous for it because there is a grandfather act in it, which says, right, if a token is decentralized enough, if it's decentralized enough and there isn't run on nodes and all these kind of factors, right, it is automatically classed as not a security. I want people to understand how wild that is. People are not getting, when I do it on my videos and they don't get, it's not classed as, it's automatically under law not classed as a security. That will make Ethereum and Bitcoin, the amount of liquidity that will come in from institutions would be out of this world. It is pure clarity for what these assets are, and that will make a massive change in this. If this passes, it's huge. It's actually huge, right? The second is the Anti-CBDC Surveillance State Act. This stops federal funds, so like the central banks of each country, producing a stable coin asset to be produced through banks and given to entities, right? And what this does is that if this stops those entities creating these assets and then at the same time tracking every movement of that stable coin. If this passes, it means that cryptocurrency will stay cryptocurrency and stable coins will stay in the action and in the framework of what cryptocurrency is. Just think about it. Thought I'd check out this room. Thank you so much. Appreciate it, Mark. It's a good room to be. It's nice and quiet. You know, you can see stuff, different angles, all right, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, so that happening is massive. It's massive because it then means it holds what cryptocurrency is. So we have uh, um, assets being classed as not a security. It's run by a different body that doesn't look at every single aspect of cryptocurrency as a security, right? It looks at as a stock in essence. So what if ETH cannot performance a Sol will take over ETH? Watched an interesting video today. If ETH cannot, I'm gonna get to ETH. Let me get to the Genius Act. I'm getting to the Genius Act. Oh, the CEO of ETH talking about it. I'm getting to it looks good over here. It's nice, right? It's nice and calm. It's weird. Uh, right. The Genius Act. This is already passed, but it comes into action next week. At the same time, this is happening. At the same time as inflation data comes out. The Genius Act, in essence, is the legal framework for stablecoins. Walmart is creating a stablecoin. There are estimates that this thing is going to bring in $8 trillion worth of coincidence, right? You know what I mean? Remember I said everything's going to come to a point of crescendo? This is looking like crescendo point to me, right? It basically gives a regulatory clarity to stablecoins. People can create stablecoins. There's safety factors to it. Who cares about Bitcoin and ETH? The King XRP is at 1% today. Booyakasha. And that will make everything. And the combination of all these three, right, where it's not classed as a security. Governments can't track transactions and stop them and doing all this kind of stuff. If that passes, that's it. And at the same time, stablecoins are legal and can be created by bodies and bring in that much liquidity. Each one of those things is going to bring massive amounts of liquidity. At the same time, it's going to take the stress away from the dollar, which will mean the dollar will devalue and they will devalue themselves away from the debt. At the same time, the housing bill is going to give tax cut to the rich. The rich put their money into assets that will bring in liquidity into the market. It is a superstorm of liquidity. Superstorm. If all these pass, and at the same time, you get low interest rates coming. I mean, not interest rate, the inflationary numbers coming in. It will be like nitrous oxide. Nitrous oxide for the market. And the funny thing is, they're giving it to you. They're literally telling you. Donald Trump literally is calling it Crypto Week. Just come on, man. Like, what more can I say to everyone here? What more can people really truly understand the importance of what is coming in, what the graphs are saying, what everything is saying right now? This is it. We're going to get some sort of move one way or another. And it's usually at the points where retail are out and then they'll start looking going, is it too late to get in? This is what I'm saying. This is a situation of where we are. We're in a super interesting situation. Crypto is going to be a commodity. Clarity Act, not a security. We're going to have the what is the standard of what cryptocurrency is going to be. So there's none of that sort of tracking and stopping of funds in the Sanya. There's going to be stable coins created. It's going to be insane. Trump should just sell Bitcoin reserve or all the depth to be gone, print more money. He's already printing money. I want everyone to understand they already are printing massive amounts of money right now. I will say this. The only reason why 1.8 there's 1.8 trillion dollars in money markets right now. The only reason why that money is in the money markets right now is because they're earning 5% just holding it in an account. The moment they cut, that money is going to look for a new home. And you need to ask yourself this question. At one side, there's the S&P 500 that will give you returns. But at the second, and on the other side, you have an asset class that's being built, that the regulatory clarity is coming in, right? Yeah, there's very low liquidity, retail liquidity. Cami, understand, there's very low retail liquidity. If all the stars align, it will go from a FUD to FOMO really quick. Really quickly. Really quickly. I want everyone to understand that retail liquidity is very low at the moment. It's almost non-existent. That is perfect. It is perfect market conditions to get this to the crazy level. Yes, totally. That is what I mentioned to say. Yeah, this is where we are. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Anyway, another friend has come. It's gonna get messy. Anyway, I'm gonna end up with makeup on me. I'm almost certain. Yeah. So this is where we are. We're in a very unique scenario right now, and things are aligning. And the crazy thing is like no one is putting, no, no one is putting all of this together. No one. Like it boggles my mind. Where I just I love the street, you know. And also, look, I want to explain this to another thing, right, to other people. I see a lot of bears at the moment. Uh, MC, I can't answer that question. What are you talking about? I see a lot of bears at the moment, and a lot of bears are screaming the loudest, and you hear them shout the loudest when there is a pullback, and it's always the same thing. It's always the same thing. It's always like, yeah, I told you, like, you know, if you do this by that, and that's why I've sold. And why would you listen to people that have no skin in the game? Please explain that to me. Why would you? Why would you? They want you to make the same situations. They may have been clever and got out in the right time. I would question that to 100th degree as well. If they're giving you perfect numbers, that's a lie. If they said, "Oh yeah, I sold exactly at 111,000," yeah, that you sold. Yeah, where when market going down. This is the thing, right? I think July is going to end very happy. I think July is going to be a very, very nice number. Where it will be here, I don't know. That is something I don't know. That is something I can't control. That is something I don't. Hey, and look, hey, this could be just like that as well. All it takes, all it takes is a tweet. I will say this, right? I want everyone to understand. Is one tweet away. So we're playing with. I want SPX to create so I can enter a very price. I entered it. I told everyone we're at Donald Trump mercy. One tweet. Just to drive Jam. I don't know. I don't know what Jam's saying. He's an intelligent guy, so you should listen to him. But all it takes is one. All it takes. We are our current lives, and everything depends on this man. It's a weird place to be right now. But what I will say, right, is that if the orange man can start making a few more deals, Jam saying enjoy the summer and you'll get low prices later on. Really? Is that what he's saying? Cool. I mean, I don't know what to say. Yeah, yes. I think later on you'll get good prices as well. I'm trying to look. I'm trying to give you understanding of this bit here. Eventually, you'll get better prices. Yeah, I agree. There will be a point where you'll get better prices. There will be a point at some point in the future, right, where you will get better prices. That's 100% for sure. And there will be a point in the future, and I'm gonna go all like preachy here. So I just want everyone to understand that it's a bit ribbony what I'm going to be saying. So make sure you really understand this, right? He doesn't stream when the market is going up. Of course not. Why would he? All right. Anyway, whatever. What I will say, right, is that in the future also, and I want this to be really, really important, that in the future you will possibly get good prices, and bear with me here. In the future also, at some point, the price will go up as well. So there will be a point in the future where things will go down, and if you wait long enough, there could be a point where it could go up as well. So if you go on that notion and work in that way, that's the best way to move forward. Orange Man is awaiting design a disaster. In fact, complete. I can't say the rest of that. He doesn't stream when it's. I will look whatever. Look, he's the green light is about to be switched on. We'll see. We'll see what the situation is. Look, I'm playing on what I'm seeing in the charts right now. In my humble opinion, this is what I'm seeing. In my humble opinion, this is what I'm seeing. Right? It could be over right now as well. But I would be surprised if we don't get one more nice rally up. I still think around these levels are something that's going to be hit. Look, we could have a bit of a pullback potentially to here, and then rally the troops and attack. Try it again. There's only so many times that you can test the zone before breaking. Just understand that. When is Q4 time frame? It's hard to say, right? But I'm gonna say July is gonna be a look. Part of what Jam said is true. The depth of summer is gonna be very, very boring. It could potentially cause a bit of a pullback. It could be, but I'm talking about July right now. Uh-oh. Oh my god. I was like, he got me again, but no, he didn't get me. Um, we'll see. Look, we'll see what's happening, right? But we're going into a very we're at a key decision point. I'm on the notion that this thing is going to eventually, where it will go, I can't tell. I don't know where that will be, but I know that in some way or another, this is going to be doing something up here. That's what I believe. That's what I believe is going, because the amount of strength that we're seeing at these points here gives me the understanding of that's what's going to happen that way. But what he says is kind of true. That in the depths of summer, we could potentially see some better prices. But if you're talking about alts, right? I don't think alts can really. I mean, it can. I mean, it can go lower. It can potentially go low. I'm not saying it can't go lower. Uh, like it could really go down to here. These things can really crash a much harder. But we're seeing a beautiful bounce off that key zone that I said, and it looks like maybe alts can definitely go low. It can definitely go low. It can definitely go low. I don't want to say anything on that left. It can definitely go low. But what was I gonna say? I do still say this though, right? I want everyone to why? Why are you being this? I want everyone to understand this. I want everyone to understand this, right? Really gather this chart here. We're in some form seeing a huge cup and handle formation happening in the total three. We're seeing it build its multi-term year move. And this is an if we see it break this level here, so around the 960 graph cup and handle road, yep. If it breaks the 960, that is confirmation of wave 3 of Wyckoff. I want really everyone to understand. If it breaks this level here, in fact, I'm gonna put the line here so everyone can see it and watch back. Can I ask, does anyone else give this type of this full blown show and description of everything else in there? I'm just curious. Does anyone else do this? I'm curious. Yeah. Oh man, they're getting louder downstairs. And no, no one's gonna answer. No, no one else. No, everyone gives this. Is that what's happening? Does everyone give this type of level of show? No. Yes. Maybe. No. No. Okay. Apparently, everyone does it. I didn't know that. Just you, Riz. You're the man. Thank you. That's all I wanted to say. Not in the same way. Oh, thank you, Marine. That's so kind. That's so kind. That's so, that's so kind of you. It was kind of like it's kind of a compliment. It's kind of like they do, but I like you. Are you Eastern European, by the way? Because no, you're the. Can I ask? I'm just curious. Because Calvin Hill, does Calvin Hill do it the same way? Oh wow, I take that as a compliment. Calvin Hill is the goat. What are you talking about? His book changed my life. Everyone just gives us we are cooked. We are cooked. No, no, I've seen you. Thank you so much. You guys are very kind. I'm messing around, but look, that's where it's. If it, this is number 958. If it can flip that, if we see a flip of this, yo, yeah. But if we see a flip of that, then it's pretty much over. So we'll see. I mean, these cup and hand formations don't always hit true, but we'll see. And the thing is, look, the way that cup and hand formations work is the breakout. Yeah, the breakout could see it go to 2.03 trillion. That's all. That's almost a 2.5x, kind of, ish, over 2x in the total market cap of alts. And this 2x doesn't mean 2x here. That 2x could mean multiple, multiple, multiple. I'd rather listen to you than all others because you give better explanation and understanding. Thank you. That's very kind. Oh my god, that's actually very, very kind. It just sounded like a compliment my wife gave me. I mean, I love you. I'm like, okay, cool. Thanks. Thank you so much. It's very kind of you. A few things I would say to look at. Right? Yeah, anyone who's married understands that. It's this sort of, I chose you. uh, uh, what crypto besides Fat Cat could do a 2x in the next leg up? Thank you, Marin. You're laughing and you know exactly what I'm talking about. I know exactly. I've been there. Believe me, right? Uh, uh, I'm still looking heavily at Sui right now. Sui looks so ready to go. It looks so ready to go. It's just not even funny. We could potentially see it tap the 2.8 maybe, but this looks so ready to go. If you look at this formation, and if things go the way that I think, man, a lot can be done here. There's a potential 2x in Sui that I see. I also look at Solana. Solana is going to be doing some silly things. A lot of things are coming to Solana. It looks very, very, very strong. Where are we right now? Where's Solana? Yeah, Solana also looks really good. Look, do you see the similarities between the two? Do you see the similarities between the two? It looks very ready to go up, like really ready. I may not. I mean, maybe not a 2x in this, but it could potentially tap all-time highs. I would not be surprised if it tries to not touch all-time highs at some point. But we'll see. There's not much to go. They're going to need to see a lot of liquidity come into the market. Let's see what happens. We really do need to see what happens. A lot can change. Look, I'll say this, right? A lot can change very quickly. Really quickly. These moves can happen super quickly. Remember, I just want everyone to really remember this move took 3 days, 4 days. From here to here took 4 days. Was it 4 days? How many days actually? Let's check it out. How many days was that? No, it was 4 days, 4 weeks. 4 weeks to there. From here to here. How many days was that? 2 weeks. 2 weeks to the 33% move. 33%. Keep that in mind. I've told you before, you're my number one cookie boy. What does that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean? I'll take it as a brother. 33%. Where's 33%? Yo. But I don't know. Let's say it goes to here. What is that? 22%. 2 weeks. 2 weeks to get to that. Next week we have that. And at the same time we have inflationary numbers coming in. Very plausible to do that. It's not out of the realm of understanding or possibility for that to happen. Wholeheartedly. Now, a few other things I want to get to also explaining. Some big things are going to be happening with Fat Cat. I want everyone to really understand this. Real big things are going to be happening here. I'm just telling you guys now, right? The aggregator is launched. Anyone that I can't say that because I'm on TikTok, but I'll say after the TikTok live what this means. Anyone and what things can move forward on that side. A lot of cool, interesting things are happening. People that were in the whale chat will have an understanding. Just saying. All right. I a lot of interesting, crazy things are going to be happening here. One more thing I want everyone to understand also. I want everyone to see this as well. I've talked about Bello Baba several times before. Signing up to this will give you... Check them out. Check out Bello Baba and you'll understand what I mean. And also one more thing I will show to everyone. If you guys go to the Learn by Alvarez chat, I'll put it here 1 second. And you guys go to here. Can you see it here? Yep, go to here. There's some really interesting things happening at Mexi. Check that out. It's really, really important. You can there's certain, I can't say what can be happening, but there's really interesting. It's all because of TikTok. I can't talk about these things, but everyone on the other side understand that if you go here and check this out, you'll be able to get this thing here. Can you guys see it? You'll be able to get... There's this happening. It's a special thing that they're doing. A special thing that they've given to me. You guys can check it out. It could be worth quite a bit. Also at the Bello Baba, if you sign up and put this there and also put on the here, there is the chance of this happening. I can't say it. I don't know what else to say. This happening. If you go here and do this, put that there, you'll be able to get to this. Cryptic. In it, bruv. I'm trying to be safe here. Please understand that safety is my number one priority. All right? Safety is my number one priority. There's a lot of cool, interesting things, so you guys should check it out. All right, cool. All right, 9 more minutes. I'm at your beck and call. Tell me what you want me to look at, bruv and bruvettes. What am I looking at? Give me. By the way, if anyone wants this thing, anyone wants to get this thing, you guys can contact me in it. Zbeck. Let's get Zbeck. Why is everyone talking about Zbeck? Do I have Zbeck here? I have Zbeck here. No, let me look at Zbeck. What is it? Oh my! What the Zbeck? Oh, sorry, you can't see the screen. What happened to Zbeck? Yowza! All right, let's do some TA on this. That looks. Ouch. Double ouch. Yeah. So Z-Bag looks like it's gonna run its full move. By the way, anyone that wants to understand what a market maker does, that's what a market maker does. So look, this move here, as it's going up, people are buying. Does a pullback, then injects more. People are buying more. Gets to a key area, right? Does a pullback, more. People think it's gonna break out, and then they counter trade it all the way back to here. Inject, counter trade it all the way back down to here. Wow, Zbeg made a lot of money from this move. This most probably, and I don't know what I'm talking about, will probably come and retest the 0.00207118 level. Unfortunately, guys, I'm so sorry for anyone that's in this for a long period of time. I don't know what Dash is. I don't know what Dash is, but I'm assuming it's not going to be good. I feel like Dash is not going to be a good one, or it's massive. Because I only get one or two, either ones that look really bad and they look like they're going to be doing the full retrace of the full move, or it's just like God candle. Can you do a TA on this one candle? So Zivek went up to come back down. It went up, made a bunch of money. It made a bunch of money. Like absolute bunch of money. Sologenic. What's the ticker for that? If you can give me the ticker. Humanity coin. Right. Let's look at. Actually, let me make myself smaller. Ooh, there we go. Now you guys can see everything. Wow. Look at this. You can see screen now. Zebek Dev, well-known rug puller, just getting better at it. He's not a rug puller. He's just playing the game. Unfortunately, solo. Yeah, let me look at solo. New era, of course, for you, brother. Always. Right, here we go. Is anyone to the US dollar? I assume that's the one. Yeah, there we go. I don't know. Wait, that can't be right. One second. That's like the worst graph. Oh wow, what happened with Sologenic? That's as I said, it's either one or the other. It's either like damn or like oh my god, it's over. Right. 1 second. I'm just trying to get to a red. Oh, here we go. Right. There's not any. I mean, there's not much I can do with it. Let me just try and do what I can. Let's say. Let's say that it's a bit lazy. I mean, it doesn't give much to play with here. There's not much I can do with this, man. Let's do a deeper move. Let's say from the actual. This type of pullback that you're getting, is that tapping to a. There's not much I can do. These type of graphs are really annoying. Is it tapping somewhere? Yeah, okay, there's a resistance point. Right. Look, this is a market maker move. I want everyone to have a clear clarity of this, right? This is a market maker move right now. I would expect this to pull back quite aggressively and possibly retest the 0.5 level. Because you see these little dips and then pumps and dips and pumps, right? That's a market maker counter trading the graph. It all depends on where they want to go with this, where how much liquidity they're going to be pumping into this thing. Uh, because those type of moves there are iffy to me. I would God see what's hard with this, right? I'll explain to you why it's hard. You have to judge the point where the market maker is going to pull back hard, and a key level of support is at this 50% level. So look at the 0.32832. Let's go a bit higher time frame. Put the spaceman in there. Where's the previous? Yeah, the Monday mid. Right. Okay. Two levels. I'm gonna give you two levels, right? Usually these things pull back to the Monday mid, right? One's there. One is here. Those are the two levels to look at. It's hard. It's not easy to do TA on this. Honestly, it's really really difficult because there's not much information. This is just like a initial pump. Two levels: 0.34824, 0.32832. Between one of those things, it will most probably come and tap and bounce from there. When do you think the Dogecoin can break the 0.7 cent? Wait, I think there was other question. Other people here. God, how many things? I don't have too much time. All right, I want a consensus in the chat. I'm gonna look at one more. Do you want me to look at Dogecoin? Do you want me to look at FET or XRP? Which one are we? Which one are we looking at? Doge, FET, or XRP? Doge. One Doge. Doge. XRP. Okay, I'll look at both. I'll look at XRP and Doge, and then I'll go. Oh my god! All right, I get it. I get it. All right, XRP. Never look at Doge. Never look at. I don't even know why I asked that question. It's always Doge. Always. All right. uh, and I mean the resistance level is 0.118. Like 0.18 is the level it needs to break. It's hard. Look, the problem with Doge, right, is that it's wholeheartedly connected to Elon Musk. Elon Musk makes this coin, right? And him feuding uh with uh with the big man ain't great. It's not fantastic, right? That's not going to bode well for this coin, unless he puts the photo of Doge as his party mascot, and then it will do a god candle up to 0.42. The Doge play is the Elon play. I will say this about Doge though. I have learnt not to disregard Doge. It has unbelievable amount of liquidity, and it has unbelievable amount of money to spend on market makers. The key factor I would say with this, and you see that trend line, it's an important trend line, right? It just needs to make it above the 0.18. That's it, really. I mean, there isn't much more that I can actually, let's adjust this a little bit. There isn't much more I can say with this. Yeah, let's do that. But look, if you look at it carefully, it's on an uptrend, which is great. It's trying to break this trend line, which is also great, getting rejected. There will be a point where this breaks. And the moment it gets to 0.18, in fact, I'm going to put an alarm here. I will most probably put, there we go. The moment it breaks that and retests that, it will be, I will just say my Doge long. Yeah, Doge is the OG, man. I never, ever, 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 ever. Like, I just want everyone to understand that. This is the amount of liquidity that they have to play with. Their market makers can do serious things with this coin. Never put it to sleep. It's on an uptrend, higher highs, higher lows. It's tapping at the trend line. As soon as it breaks and breaks above the 0.118, it's going to do some silly things. Short term, let's see what it can do short term. Yeah, like it. That's the level. If you want to play like really, if you want to play, where are we right now? If you want to go really short term, it could potentially come and tap the 0.164 and then try it again. But that's the fib level, as you said, on the 0.7. I think 0.18 is more is a key level to break. It's really important. That's the level to break. Once it breaks that, this thing is gonna go crazy. I have Doge. I've had Doge forever. I always know what it's gonna do. I will stay in my Doge along. Right, that's that. Now, what was the other one? XRP. Let's look at the XRP. Yeah. I mean, I said previously that XRP is looking good, and we're potentially seeing a lovely cross happening here. I will say this again. Look, this cross happening. I've said it many times. I'm giving you this cross happening, doing that, will drag this down potentially to here or back to support. This drag back down here will be a launch pad up. XRP looks good. It's weird to say, but it looks good. You'll be able to get a super healthy, like, I mean, it will be life-changing amounts of 14% that you could potentially get over the next coming 3 weeks, potentially. If you see that it's wholeheartedly just ranging at the moment, it's between two ranges. Look, I'll show this to you as well. Right, it's fully ranging, and you see the importance of the midline. Comes as soon as it breaks the midline and then comes and finds its support, it rallies up from there. And then there's this support, there's this resistance line that people have put their sell orders, and they're trading this thing. This thing is being traded wholeheartedly. Number 2.338. It breaks that, then it's party zone for XRP. Wait for that. In the meantime, it could potentially come down and to the 0.2271, and then bounce from there. See where it goes from there. Let's push likes to 50,000. Like, thank you, sir. What's up, bruv? Hello, Lamar. How you doing, man? Good, man. You can check out my other things as well. But yeah, that's the situation right now. I hope everyone liked the show. Make sure you smash the like, make sure you follow, make sure you comment. Sharing and doing all this stuff really helps. And follow my alt account, please. I like it's on the things. It's really important. If I can get that to a thousand, I can start streaming there, and that would be a safer move for me. It would be great for my side. I hope that helps. I hope you like the show. I hope there was a lot of alpha that I gave you guys, free of charge and stuff. You know what I'm saying, bruv? All I demand from you guys, I demand it, that you guys can, press the like button, follow, share, and do all that kind of stuff. Watch my videos, get the algo to start working in my favor, because doing that is going to bring more people. The more people it brings, the more information, the things I can look at, and potentially make the show a bit longer. Watch it while I'm ironing, man. Dave, I like a good iron, man. Oh my god, I bought this. On that note, closing note, I bought an iron that has a hoover on it. So when you go up to the clothes, you hang the clothes, and it sucks the clothes to the iron, and then you pull it down. Life changing. Life changing. On that note, I'm gonna love you guys. I'm gonna love and leave you guys, right? It's been emotional. I've had uh uh bro should have fat cat like ape space io. I don't know what that is, but can you message me afterwards? I want to check that there. Is the cat there? Yes. Can you guys see that? Come. Come, boy. Come on. All right. On that note, I'm gonna love and leave you guys, right? It's been emotional. The original fat cat, well, it's one of the fat cats. I'll catch you guys later. You guys have been awesome. You've been absolutely spectacular. And I'll catch you guys later. All right. Peace, 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 peace. All right. Oh, all right. All right, guys. I'll catch you guys later as well. You guys have been incredible. Make sure you like and share and do all that kind of stuff. Smash the all that dynamo aspect. If you go into the Learn My Auras, it's in the in the information below. You'll be able to go and check out all these links. These links are awesome. Look, there's a on Mexi. If you sign up on Mexi with my account, or like if you don't have a Mexi already, you can get an airdrop. This airdrop is dependent on all of your Solana based wallets you collect here, and they give you massive amounts of airdrop. And if you've done anything on Pump.fun, you can get airdrop there. If you want to check out Trojan, if you use this, you get 10% off. If you go to Bello Baba and sign up and put my referral code, you'll be able to enter into their token launch. That token launch is extremely important. This is like 40 million a month type of private bank. You'll be able to use private banking services, and they're launching their non-KYC card. Whole bunch of stuff like that. All right. If you go up, there's also links to trading view discount on trading views. You get over 10% off that. You get Tangent Wallet. You get 10% off Tangent Wallet. It's a really cool thing that we utilize. You can put Fat Cat in there. VPN, Mexi, all of the stuff. If you go to Mexi, you get half the fees of any other exchange if you sign through my referral link. All right, guys, absolute love. You guys are absolutely amazing.